guys, and welcome to the show. It's your boy MJ, and you're now tuned into Let's Talk for a Minute. So today on the show, I have a special treat for you guys, a hint to the thumbnail, but we're going to be talking about a particular American slasher film that was definitely, it was worth the watch. Now, it wasn't one of the best, it wasn't one of the top horror franchises, or should I say horror slasher films during the time that it came out. But it was still pretty decent and overall still good and fun to watch. I personally enjoyed it. I can remember back when I first saw this film. I just recently watched it again. Now, during this time, since we're talking about American slashers film, we know that in the 80s and the 70s, these were the prime and these were just the most basic, what we would consider the golden years of the American slasher films. Okay, so the 70s and 80s were very good for it. And what I want to talk to you guys about is the 1982 film Trick or Treats. Not the film, not the movie where you have the horror anthology, not Trick or Treat, but Trick or Treats. It was considered a dark comedy slasher film, but I didn't consider this the film to be actually comedy film, so I don't know why they came with that. But, you know, I can maybe because it was a lot of tricks going on in the film. But anyways, the film overall, what I think about this film, it was good. It was fun to watch. It's not a mainstream film, or it's not nothing to get all the major big or rallying excited about and thrilled about, but it is actually enjoyable. It's pretty much about a babysitter who takes on a babysitting job of a young kid on Halloween night, and the young kid, he basically just constantly pulling pranks. He's a little prankster, putting all different type of pranks and everything on her on this Halloween night, and and she gets very agitated. So it's pretty much a going on battle between the babysitter and a young prankster that she's babysitting. The film was directed by Gary Graver. Now, as this film you had the main character, the lead actress, Jackelyn Giroux. If I'm pronouncing her last name wrong, I apologize, but some of these names it's not easy to pronounce. But anyways, Jackelyn Giroux was the leading actress in this film. I personally think also that it got a rating it got a 3.9 rating from the IMDb, but I could understand why they gave it a 3.9 rating, but I will be more fair with it. I personally think that the film should have got a little better rating than what it got by the statistics, but it is what it is. But I think the film was good. It was fun to watch, as I said. It definitely had the slasher effects in there. As I said, I didn't take this as a comedy film. Now, what I will say about this, notable mentions, two things that I want to, actually a specific thing that I want to point out to you guys. If you guys notice in a scene that in this film, the Trick or Treats, it actually showed a particular board game, which I think was just a coincidence that it links to an actual horror movie that came out in the 2000s, the Stay Alive game. If you guys take a look at this right here, you'll see that we have this Stay Alive game right here sitting on top of the cabinet where Jackelyn Giroux is standing there. And then we also have the movie actually Stay Alive. So that was actually just a notable mention, and I figured you guys might want to be curious about, or something that you guys probably didn't know. As far as overall, I think that Jackelyn's performance, she did actually pretty good damn job in this film. She did a pretty good job. Except for the only negative thing I could say for this film is, one of the negative things I could say for this film is that I did not like the ending of her performance at the end. I think that's where I was okay. That was just terrible. Towards the end, where you have the ongoing battle chase scene between her and the antagonist, it was unbelievable. So throughout the whole film, she did an actually pretty good job with her performance until it got to the chase scenes. I just think it was completely just not realistic. Another thing that I had an issue with is that it's not a big thing, but a small thing is I think that the film was a little bit too dull. I think they could have cut out some of the scenes where they showed the crazed, insane father that was locked up. Like a lot of scenes where they showed him just going around and doing whatever he's just at the bars and everything. I think they just could have eliminated some scenes. It's okay to keep some of the scenes, but some of the scenes I think they just could have eliminated to have us get right to the action. I just think they kept they prolonged it a little bit too long as far as leading up from him getting out of prison, and then getting all the way back to his home. I just think they could have cut some of those scenes. Other than that, everything else was fine. I enjoyed the movie and I liked it, but I don't think this was a comedy horror film, dark comedy horror film. I just think it was an American slasher film. What else? What else did I have? That's all I had negative to say about the film. Other than that, as I said, you guys, it's a highly recommended film. Like I said, for the 80s, the time that it came out, it's a classic horror film, and I recommend that you guys watch it if you have not watched it. You won't be dissatisfied. You will enjoy it. And as I said, it's not one of the best mainstream films, but it is actually good for what it's worth, especially during the time when it came out. So if you guys haven't checked out it, make sure you go check out the film Trick or Treats, the 1982 film. That's all I have for you guys as far as this today's episode. So also, before I leave you guys, I want to let you guys know and give you guys an update that I have officially launched my Facebook group page. So it's going to be active, and we're going to be having all type of content on there. It's going to be live stream. It's going to be community posts. It's going to be a lot of collaboration. We're going to be going on different topics such as authors and books. We're going to be doing some interviews whenever it's available and the time is fit, where you will see some interviews with special guests. You also will see, actually, like I said, live streaming. You will see different contents. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. So if you guys are interested in joining the group, make sure you jump on. The link will be at the bottom of the description of this video. Make sure you join the Facebook group community. It's going to be off the hit. It's going to be a banger. So make sure you guys jump on there and check out that Facebook group too. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.